Please welcome Tina Wilson, President of the Underfashion Club.
Okay, hello out there. Good evening and welcome to the FEMMY Awards. I'm really happy to see so many of your faces. We came back with a vengeance last year and we happily continue that trajectory tonight. I believe that our industry is headed in the right direction, that innovation, inclusion, and vision are key. And I think we can all agree that business as usual no longer applies. We can all do better. We can design and manufacture with our planet in mind, now more than ever, however unprofitable it may be. I know you're laughing, but you won't laugh much longer. And we can address the need for independence in dressing for our fellow citizens, as you will see and hear later in the program. Tonight we recognize Adore Me, Aubade, and Fashion Forms. As beacons of reinvention, global outreach, and the entrepreneurial vision contributing to a vibrant, intimate apparel industry. First, to my fellow board members for their commitment to the Underfashion Club's mission of education today for a better industry tomorrow. They have unlocked the reserves of the club over the last 3 years to provide much-needed financial assistance to students struggling with the challenges of increasingly limited resources. Thanks to the inspiring leadership of FEMMY co-chairs Janet Seltzer, wherever you are, and Sonia Winther. The FEMMY Gala is once again the primary fundraising vehicle that helps support our charitable mission, starting with the funds donated in connection with tonight's event. I would also like to give a special thanks to Victoria's Secret for their $10,000 contribution to our Intimate Apparel Scholarship Program. I particularly want to thank this year's SAGE co-chairs, Consuelo Garcia Robles, Sonia Vizcaíno Laney, and Caitlin Wilbur and their outstanding committee of volunteers. I'm gonna ad lib. You have no idea how much they do. It's incredible. It really is. So later in tonight's program, we will hear more about the 20th annual FIT Student Design Contest with the theme Modern, Adaptive, Marketable Design. But for now, please join me in welcoming the models and students responsible for the inspiration and execution of this year's design contest. Spotlight on table 7. Now, about tonight's special host. Before starting the Runway of Dreams Foundation in 2014, Mindy Shire spent 20 years working in fashion as a designer for the INC collection and as a stylist for Saks Fifth Avenue. Inspired by her son Oliver, who has muscular dystrophy, she conducted extensive research into how to modify mainstream clothing to meet the needs of the largest minority in the world, people with disabilities. In 2016, Mindy partnered with Tommy Hilfiger to make fashion history, creating the first mainstream adaptive clothing line in the market. With the principle that clothing is a basic human need, the foundation develops, delivers, and supports initiatives providing a platform to broaden the reach of mainstream adaptive clothing and promote people with disabilities in the fashion industry. And now I just would like to add how much this means to me personally. I hope I don't cry. My 3-year-old niece, Miley, was born with cerebral palsy, and she is the feistiest, funniest, smartest, most loving little girl I know. And I want her to grow up to be as independent as possible, and to have a voice, and to be fearless in using it. And it is people like this evening's host who will help make that possible. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Mindy Shire.
Thank you. Good evening. I am so grateful and honored to be here tonight, and a tremendous thank you to everyone for having me here tonight, because I want to frame up what we're going to be talking about, especially as it relates to the amazing students and the work that they've done. We're going to go on a little journey of the world of disability. And to start, because I don't know everybody in the room, and there could be someone out there that has low vision or is blind, I'm going to do what's called a visual description. So again, my name is Mindy Shire. I am a proud 51-year-old white woman with long red hair. I am wearing a huge pink flower on my chest, and I am wearing a hot pink, very long skirt. And as I was describing myself, I actually just thought, I'm not clear why I wasn't cast in the Barbie movie as like sassy Barbie, but there's still time maybe for a Barbie #2. So back to our journey. We're going to start with a little bit of a language lesson. The word handicapped is a curse word. The derivative of the word handicap actually comes from many, many centuries ago, where people with disabilities were only good for beggars, and they actually put their cap in their hand to beg for money. That is how the word handicap was developed. So, not a great word in today's world. The R word, should be stricken from your vocabulary. The approved language in the world of disability is people first language. So you would say a person that has muscular dystrophy, because people with disabilities are people first. Now on to some mind-blowing stats. 1 in 4 people in the United States have a disability. Look around at your table and count 4 people down, and that's how big this population is. Roughly 1.8 billion people on our planet identify with having a disability, garnering about $13 trillion in spending power, making the population of people with disabilities the largest minority in the world, and the only minority that every single one of us could be a part of at any point in our life. My journey in the fashion industry started 32 years ago, when it was driven by images of Brooke Shields and Mark Wahlberg. 20 years ago, I became a mom of my beautiful daughter, Stella. 10 years ago, my worlds collided when my son, Oliver, who was born with a rare form of muscular dystrophy, came home from school and said, "Mom, I want to wear jeans. I don't understand why everybody else gets to wear jeans except for me." And I looked at that little 8-year-old face and truly felt as if I had been kicked in the stomach. But I looked at him and I said, "You bet you're wearing jeans to school tomorrow. So you better go to sleep, because tomorrow is going to be a very big day." After crying at my kitchen table for about 3 hours, I ripped apart a pair of his jeans because he was unable to do buttons or zippers or put pants over his leg braces. So I cut them. I used, designers in the room, please close your ears. I used peel and stick Velcro. It's the truth. It's all I had at 2 a.m. And when Oliver woke up the next day, it was the first time he had ever been able to independently dress himself. And what that immediate transformation did, that these pair of jeans that were a horrible design changed how he felt about himself. He was holding his head up higher. He went into school with swagger from a pair of jeans. And what that did was open my eyes to the fact that if Oliver was experiencing that at 8 years old, How in the world did that 1.8 billion people on our planet manage clothing challenges? So in 2014, I decided to have a tiny little small goal of changing the fashion industry to be inclusive of people with disabilities. I'm so grateful to say that in 2016, we partnered with Tommy Hilfiger and made fashion history by developing the first ever mainstream adaptive clothing line. And what that partnership did was truly open the floodgates to so many other brands ranging from Zappos, Target, Kohl's, JCPenney, even up to LVMH, wanting to understand and learn how to get into the adaptive space. So it was very clear that a second company needed to be born, and that was Gamut Management, the first of its kind consulting and talent management company exclusively representing people with disabilities and working with brands that help them get into the adaptive space, or if they're already in the adaptive space, help them market and get it out to the population that needs it. I see some of the faces, and I see some wheels turning thinking, how's my company doing? Are we really meeting the needs of this consumer that I just learned is very, very big population? Not to worry. This is a many point where brands and even other industries come to Gamut and say, help, we need to really understand how to do that. And one of those brands is right at table 13, Victoria's Secret. About a year ago, Victoria's Secret came to Gamut and said, we know that we're missing out on a huge part of our consumer base, women with disabilities, but we really don't know them. We don't know how to properly develop for them. So we introduced them to many different women with all different types of disabilities. We've held focus groups, we did surveys, we did a tremendous amount of training with all the teams under the Victoria's Secret umbrella. And while the product development team was working on developing product that met the needs of this consumer, the internal teams, HR, customer service, and all the other teams that make up the amazing Victoria's Secret were getting trained as well, because the inside needed to match the outside. And I am so honored to say that on September 13th, during New York Fashion Week, the Victoria's Secret Adaptive Collection will be debuted on the Runway of Dreams fashion show runway. So very exciting. And the product will be launched mid-October, and even more, it will be launched with the first of its kind certification mark in the adaptive space called the Gamut Seal of Approval. And all of the product will be sold both online and in select stores with that certification that people with disabilities have approved and were a part of the process and the development of the product. So bravo. I'd like to leave you all, or get to the exciting part with the awards, with one last story. And it's about a teacher that was in a wheelchair, and he wheeled up to school on a very snowy day, and he saw the custodian there shoveling the stairs, and he said to the custodian, would you mind doing the ramp, because I need to get into school? And the custodian said, you bet, absolutely, I will get to the ramp as soon as I'm done with the stairs. And the teacher said, but if you do the ramp first, everyone can get into school. I want you to think about that. I want you to digest that, because you all in this room have the power to make change happen and to be inclusive of this largest population and demographic in the world, people with disabilities. So let's build less stairs and let's create more ramps. Thank you. Now let's start our celebration by announcing the first award of the night. Intimates Industry Reinventor Award goes to Adore Me. Accepting the award tonight is Morgan Hermand, founder and CEO of Adore Me. Congratulations.
Thank you. I was told I have about 25 minutes to speak, so I'll start ahead. What an amazing night for the intimates industry. It's incredible to see the work done at Adore.me, Table 4, to be recognized by the industry. First of all, well, thank you and congrats to our team, and thank you guys for honoring us. I'll tell you a funny anecdote. When I started the company about 10 years ago, I literally didn't know much about the industry. Actually, I had never even worked in the industry. And I think that started Adore.me was really coming from the fact that we believed we could reinvent an industry where not much change has happened. And we were probably crazy enough to believe that the people who could do it were us, which was maybe a stretch at the time. There are three things over the journey of Adore.me that we really, I guess, reinvented that led us to this award today. And I'd like to talk about those three things. The first is inclusive sizing. Adore.me was the very first intimates brand to introduce plus size across all categories back in 2012. Sometimes it's difficult to convey how enormous of a challenge it was, but from inventory management to designing 77 sizes to carrying them all in inventory with 4, 5, 6, 8 months lead times to marketing it all at once was a challenge that we were extremely excited to embrace. And how normalized inclusivity has become in the recent years for the industry is one of the things that makes me the happiest and the proudest. On that journey, our incredible Chief Design Officer, Helen Mears here, really deserves all the credit around that, because she came all over from Victoria's Secret and Wacoal to then work for a small startup with crazy geeks in a room with no window, and that was her challenge. The second thing that we felt was off and that we wanted to reinvent really was the fact that despite the fact that about 85 to 90% of all purchase in store happen after a fitting room experience for a bra, was not really reflected online. You had to take a bet on the size you buy and then only return it or exchange it if it didn't work. So we decided to create a home try-on process, which basically means you receive all the product at home and you pay nothing. You can try, and a week later, you ship back what you don't like and you only pay for what you keep. This kind of magic experience is described in about a few seconds, but behind the complexity of it, to give product to someone, to have them not pay for it, to handle all the logistics, the back and forth, and doing it all profitably is actually a massive challenge. And we believe that not only this challenge has been of a tremendous benefit to customer, but it will actually probably redefine the way e-commerce is done in the future. And we're very excited to be a forerunner in the home try-on experience. The third and last thing that we want to reinvent, and we started that journey about 5 years ago once we were a little more mature, is sustainability. We decided to completely change Adore.me from the inside out to become a sustainable company. It is a challenge because today fashion is still one of the most polluting industry on earth, and we want to show the way, convincing the rest of the world that you can be at the same time trendy, affordable, and sustainable, which so far to date for most companies is still a challenge. You see sustainability on higher priced items, you don't see it yet on mainstream items. And so in 5 years, we became the first lingerie brand to become B Corp certified. And beyond that, last year, already more than 1/3 of all our products were sustainable. Today, this is even more, and we look forward to becoming 100% sustainable in the coming years ahead. So, last year, doing a merger and being acquired by Victoria's Secret was for us the most exciting event that could have happened, because everything that we had built at the stage of Adore.me is now something that we can roll out and help transform the industry most iconic brand and leader. And so we are extremely excited to be part of that journey, to be part of that family. and to hopefully develop with them all the best practices we have at a much bigger scale. So if anything, Adore Me is the living proof that a bunch of crazy kids can create waves in an entire industry. And for that dream to be represented here on stage, I thank you all.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Under Fashion Club for putting together this amazing event and for recognizing Aubade among so many incredible brands in the intimate apparel industry. I'm deeply honored and proud to accept the Essential French Luxury Award on behalf of Aubade. Thank you. This recognition is a true testament to the timeless elegance, craftsmanship, and innovation that defines Aubade. It is not only celebrates our brand's global presence, but also acknowledges our unwavering commitment to being the leader in lifestyle seduction, embodying French chic, and providing an unparalleled client experience. Sorry, a lot of emotion. Since 1958, Aubade's mission has been simple: to empower women to feel more confident, in tune with their bodies and desires, and free to be their most authentic selves. We set out to achieve this by creating exquisite lingerie designed for elegant, feminine, sensual women to make them look and feel beautiful in their own skin. Over the last 65 years, we've continuously innovated our product, expanded categories, and adopted trends. But putting women first has been and always will be central to our philosophy. And as a result, Aubade's lingerie goes beyond fabric and lace. It is a celebration of femininity, encouraging women to embrace their sensuality with pride and without inhibition. Our slogan, "Live Your Desire," encapsulates our brand essence and reminds women that their desires and aspirations are deserving of fulfillment. And our unique black and white branding campaigns bring this message to life. These iconic visuals are one of the cornerstones of Aubade global presence, global brand awareness. They are captivating, but moreover serve as a symbol of our brand's strong identity and values, making Aubade synonymous with desire, elegance, and the art of seduction. Finally, to bring this message to life here tonight, I would like to share with you a quick video that illustrates Aubade brands. Very much. As highlighted in the video, our range of products and categories reflects the diversity and individuality of women. From delicate lingerie to bodysuits, loungewear, accessories, and more, we offer a comprehensive selection that caters to different desires and occasions. In fact, we recently announced two very exciting launches. The first one is the Hot Motion line, Aubade's first ever athleisure collection, and the Renaissance Care line, a revamp of one of our bestsellers in all recycled materials. These are examples of innovation being a driving force at Aubade. We constantly push the boundaries of design, materials, and sustainability to ensure that our products evolve with our customer needs and desire while minimizing our environmental footprint. Above all, we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the exceptional standards that are upheld back home in our Paris studio. We are so grateful to have a team of experts creating lingerie that is unrivaled in its attention to detail and fit. From when the first sketch is drawn until the product is delivered to store, it takes 18 months of development to ensure a perfect fit that covers A through H cup. But I can humbly say it's well worth the wait. As we continue to expand our global presence, we are honored to bring essential French luxury to women everywhere, inviting them to embark on a journey of self-discovery and liberation. So, I would like to thank you again to the Under Fashion Club for recognizing Aubade, and thank you to all our customers and partners who have supported us on this remarkable journey. Together, let's embrace the beauty of desire and celebrate the essence of French luxury. From Paris with love, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. And we are really glad to receive this award today. Thank you very much again.
Hope you all enjoyed that delicious, delicious dinner. Without any delay, let's move to the Student Design Contest presented by Consuelo Garcia Robles and Caitlin Wilbur, co-chairs of the Scholarships, Award Interns, and Grants Committee.
Hello, good evening. The theme for this year's Student Design Contest was Modern, Adaptive, Marketable Design, Thoughtfully Designed Intimates and Sleepwear for the Physically Disabled Consumer. The challenge for these Fashion Institute of Technology seniors was to design and construct garments fitted to the specific sizes and needs of 3 physically disabled models. The models were interviewed before the students began their design work, and the same fabrics and materials were given to the finalists for their garments. The magnetic components donated by Maura Horton, founder and CEO of Magna Ready, were integral to the design construction of the garments.
First, we want to thank the models, Ali, Kia, and Lauren, who are inspirations for the designers. And invaluable contributors to the success of the contest. We want to recognize the 3 contest finalists, Claire Gigacash, Vicky Tora, Jean-Louis, Issa Verholi, and thanks to our faculty mentor, Michael Kay, industry mentor, Linda Kessel, and the entire production team who went above and beyond working with the students and delivering a contest that was truly impactful. The video you are about to see focuses on the creative force and human connection of this year's winners as chosen by the members of the Under Fashion Club. Third prize is Yana Jones with model Lauren. Second prize is Abby Grace Jones with model Ali. And first prize is Cuddy Liang with model Kia.
There's not a lot of adaptive wear in the intimates industry.
I think intimate apparel has the power to make people feel confident in themselves.
Hi, my name is Yana Jones. I am from the Fashion Institute of Technology, graduating from the Intimate Apparel program. I'm from Montauk, New York, and I'm originally from the Dominican Republic. My adjustable camisole has a magnetic side seam closure, adjustable straps with G-hooks that can be adjusted for comfort or for style. The back is a little bit raised and completely made out of mesh for her comfort while she is seated. Okay, Laura, let's see. Oh my gosh, you look wonderful! Can I do like a little spin around and see you? Cute! Oh, I love it on you. Such a great color. Thank you for creating this. I want to win because I worked really hard and I hope that I can innovate within the adaptive wear industry.
My name is Abby Grace. I grew up in Georgia. I always knew I wanted to do something creative. I did not start sewing until I was 19. I designed a silk slip and matching panty. The slip features an underwire top and godets at the bottom, and I embellished it with pink crystal.
Allie! Oh my God, you look so good. Let me see, give me a turn. How do you feel?
I feel empowered and sexy, but I feel like it's adaptive for me, so I feel completely at home in it. I love it.
Like everyone, I have imposter syndrome, and winning would make me feel validated and great.
My name is Kari Liang. I'm Chinese, but I grew up in Venezuela. I came to New York to pursue my dream of becoming a fashion designer. My design is a bralette made of mesh lace. It has a front closure that are magnet that can be separated with a single clip. It has a little tiny loops. Those are for her fingers to easily to maneuver the bralette so she can adjust it easily.
Come out, let me see.
It looks amazing. Kia, would you buy this if you see in a store?
Absolutely, I won't buy it now.
Winning this competition is gonna be a lot for me because I'm self-made. I came to this country all by myself, and it's gonna be really great.
That was amazing. Let's have another round of applause for the incredible students and models. Now it's time for the last award of the night, the 30 Years of Intimate Solutions presented to Fashion Forms. I would like to invite to the stage Becky Hermand, President of Fashion Forms. Congratulations.
Hi, good evening. So 1993, 30 years ago, I know there's quite a few people that aren't quite 30 yet, right? So they probably don't know what happened in 1993, but just a few fun things. Bill Clinton was sworn into office, if y'all remember that. The World Wide Web was launched. Beanie Babies went on sale. The top movie was Jurassic Park. The #1 song was I Will Always Love You. So whoever sang it better, whoever you liked the best. A couple of people that were born, Dak Prescott, Jordan Spieth, Meghan Trainor, and a couple of people that left us were Conway Twitty and Audrey Hepburn. So just a few little fun facts. But probably the most fabulous thing that happened in 1993 was Fashion Forms, right? So I'm up here to introduce this incredible, fabulous woman that probably needs no introduction, because everyone that's ever met Ann Deal would be, you remember Ann. So for those of y'all that have not met her, hopefully you'll get to meet her tonight, but one of the most incredible, creative, entrepreneurial people that I know, Ann Deal.
That was really nice. Thank you, Becky. Can you say stuff like that every day? It's nice. And also, I'd like to thank not only Becky, but the Under Fashion Club and Tina Wilson, the president, and the board of directors for awarding Fashion Forms this brand honor tonight. It's a brand. It's not Ann Deal. It's a brand. So, and congratulations also to Adore Me and to Aubade. Wonderful. It's a pleasure to be amongst such illustrious group of honorees tonight. Fashion Forms was created in 1993. Most everybody here knows that by now because it's 30 years. And did you ever wonder why I created this company? Well, prior to creating Fashion Forms, I was a book buyer for Shillitoe's department store in Cincinnati, Ohio. And while I love the job and all the talented writers that I was able to meet, there's something about freezing cold weather and the hairs in your nose freezing that turned the toughest of all of us into wimps. I left Ohio pledging I would never live in cold weather again, and I haven't. I packed my bags, I moved to Florida. Also, as many as you know, I don't particularly do well with bosses. So I was watching the red carpet one night, and my merchant and entrepreneurial brain kicked in, and I thought, I wonder what they wear under all those gowns and dresses. That's where it all began, with an adhesive bra, 3M tape company, lots of samples to wear test, running up and down the stairs to make sure they stayed on, getting my first buyers, which was Nordstrom's and Foley's. Yay, yay, Nordstrom's and Foley's, now Macy's. Then I needed a model and a box. Wow. Got it all done. That has been my life and my life in Fashion Forms forever, it seems like. What they were wearing under the red carpet, what did they need? So I had to create and create and create. As long as the gowns are strapless and backless, see-through, nothing there, low cut, cut out, we can create. But please do not cover those babies up at all. Well, in 1999, I invented the water bra. Some of you probably do not remember this style. I was a little nervous at first myself, but it was a huge hit with the buyers and the consumers. Everyone loved the water bra. As you know, 80% of our bodies are water. So it's pretty natural to add water to a push-up bra in my brain. It took quite a bit of creativity on this product. We had cup sizes A through D. We had buckets of glycerin oil and water, and in each bucket with a hose and a pump. One pump was size A, 2 was size B, 3 was size C, and of course, 4 for D. Well, everything was amazing. Business was amazing, and then it was incredible. And then have you ever had that heart-stopping moment and you thought, oh God, my business, my career was just about to be over? And you know why? Johnny Carson found the water bra, and he wanted to see how it would hold up. So he had a car run over it on national TV to see if it would leak. I thought, this is it. It's over. But sales soared. I mean, the publicity was insane. It was crazy. Well, the next heart-stopping moment was Will and Grace. What an incredible show that was. However, Grace decided to punch a hole in the water bra, see if it leaked. And the water squirted everywhere. I thought, oh my God, holding my breath, it's all over. Well, after that, every woman in America wanted a water bra. I have never seen anything like it in my life. And here we are, 30 years strong, celebrating and evolving. Life has taken Fashion Forms and myself on quite a few adventures. From Florida, California, now to Texas, no cold weather, with many incredible travels along the way. As all of you know, it takes a team in any business to be successful. Part of my team is here with me tonight, and I wish you would all stand up on table 5 and be recognized. You couldn't do it without a great team. They're fantastic. Thank you very much. You guys are great. And also, as you know, partnerships between retailers and brands are very important. We have some amazing group of retailers here with us tonight, and I would like to appreciate all of you. Couldn't do it without you. Many thanks for honoring Fashion Forms with this prestigious award, and I hope you all have a fabulous evening. Thank you very much. She needs a push-up bra. Some pedals. She needs a water bra.
Congratulations to all of the honorees. One more time. I just want to thank the Under Fashion Club again so much for having me tonight. Tina and the whole team have been extraordinary to work with, and I am personally and professionally so grateful that a spotlight was put on the importance of making adaptive a category. And just to remind you all again, you have the power to make that change happen. So let's do it together. Thank you so much. Tina, back to you.
She can do the whole thing. You don't need me. She's great. Okay, thank you, Mindy. You were an amazing host. My personal thanks to Karen Koopman, our club administrator. Without Karen, we are nothing. I definitely am nothing without Karen, so thank you, Karen. Our awards program is over, but the music is just beginning, and I want all of you to dance. I found this lovely lady, Vicky Cassis, who saw the collaboration with about Basquiat and Andy Warhol. So she is the young lady who had the audience dancing in the aisles before the show, so including me. So I tracked her down, and she's our DJ. So good night, dance a lot, and have a great time. Thank you.